computer. Okay, so in terms of the sword, I'm just going to kind of block out some kind of a sword here, okay? And I'm just going to stay in this mode here. And I'm going to type in handle here for a second, really quickly. Handle. Shift D to duplicate. And it did not do it. Okay, Shift D one more time, and then press Z. Okay, and I'm going to call this one guard, for example. Okay, and then I'm going to scale it on the Z, SZ. Let's see, okay, let's just stay with it, S, Z, and then just go like this, and I'll just now go into Y, S and Y. Something like really, really, really simple blocking, okay, guys? And then SX, let's do that for a bit here, just like that a bit, just like that, okay. And then I'll duplicate this again, Shift D, and I'm going to press Z to go up and call this the blade. Blade is a great vampire way back series back in the day. S, Z, so let's crank this out. Okay, so super long blade, okay? And then what I'll do now is I'll just, okay. So I'm going to make this a little, I'm going to press period to zoom in. Press S for scale again. This time I'm going to go with X, and I'm going to go in a bit, and I'm going to come in here as well. Listen, guys, I'm demoing right now. It doesn't matter, okay? At this point, please stick with this, all right? Let's just see what happens. In terms of attendance, you know how I feel about attendance, so let's not interrupt the demo for attendance. Thanks. Okay, so I'm here. So I've got, this is the handle, this is the guard, and this is the blade, and I might just have a pummel in the end. Here, I'll just do that Shift D again, and press Z. Come down here, and this will be a pummel. The pummel. I think it's spelled like that, not sure. So S and then Y, something like that. Okay, couple things. As you know, blades do taper, right? So let's see what we could do with that, right? We just go into tab, edit mode, and I'm looking up here at this point, right? And I'm looking at that face. I'll press 3 to go into face mode. Boom, that's selected. Now I can taper this in, right? You see the red is X, so I just go SX, like that. That's one. And then I want to bring it in on the Y, just simply, and again, SY. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and I'm not kind of a wild. Now, if you press tab for a second, now this is still selected, right? Now, if I come in here and press the / it hides everything else. / comes back, see? Okay. Under here, what I could do now is go into edit mode again with face number 3 there, up here, face, see? And I can actually scale it out on the Y, for example, SY, right? Like that. Okay. So far, so good. And maybe I'll scale out on the X as well, just for fun. And again, I'm doing this without any reference. Not the best approach, folks, okay? Not the best approach. Okay, so this is kind of like a pin. It's kind of a pointy end. I might go to this part, the pointy end, and bring it in closer. So there's a way to kind of merge all the vertices together. However, we're not ready for that yet, so I'm holding off. So what I want to do now is I want to bring my cut tool here, which, as you guys know, it's right here, loop cut, not the knife cut. Okay, so loop cut. If I come in here now, add one there, and I can also, okay, so let me just do this one first. Let's just do one thing at a time, okay? What I could do is, for example, say this edge here and spin around, and this edge here I can scale out to give a more dimensionality to the blade, okay? So if I press now, let's see, can I do S for scale? No, that's not going to work that way, actually. Hang on a second. There is a way to constrain it. Hang on. So let me just do this one at a time. Okay, 1 sec here. My apologies. If this was Maya, I would know what to do here, but I don't in this app. So let's see. We got this one. I'm just going to move it over just a bit like this. Okay, just a little like that. Did that work? No, wrong one. I want the middle one. So I'm going to go to front view, press 1 or 3 here. Look, I'm just going to eyeball it here just a bit out. Okay, and spin around. Take this one. Press front view again, 3. On the numpad, so now you see, so there's that, so there's kind of a additional dimension here being done, right? Okay, There. Now I may want to, okay, I may want to have an inset in here. If I do, watch what I could do here. Watch. I could bring this in, for example, cut in here, right? Watch how cool this app is. And this is pretty wild. I'm going to get out of this insert loop. And it's insert edge loop in Maya, I think. So anyway, so right here, boom, right here, right? So if I come in here now and press this one here, bevel, watch what this does. See that? What is going on here? Isn't that nice? So it controls that. I'll do it again. I'm going to select this side and I'm going to hold shift here. And I'm just going to bevel out. Okay, so I'm going to have an inlay in here. However, as you know, back here it's going to be kind of crazy, right? That's not a problem. I get out and I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to take these 4 in here. Watch. I'm going to come in here. 1, shift, shift, shift left click, shift left click. Now, can I scale in? Let's see if I could do this. I don't know how this works in this app. Yeah, SY, that worked. Oh, good. See, it's bringing it in, right? Look how cool that is. Okay, so I've done a bit of a tapering, right? Now, if I want to bring this down, I could bring it down and do whatever else I want. Okay, so let's not leave that alone for a second. Okay, so let's say we add a cut in here now. Insert edge loop, I mean. Get the terminology right, Valiant. Here. And I'm just going to hold on to it and just maybe wait over here somewhere like that. Okay, so now if I get out of this tool, it still stays selected, right? If I press S for scale, look what it does. Oh, here we go again. People talking about being late for class. It's okay. It's really okay with me, folks. Just be here. That's all that matters. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take these bottom vertices here, and I'm going to scale them out again. So let's see if I could do this. S out. Oh, what if I go, hang on, let's see if I could do this. If I could press S and Y, oh yeah, it works, dude. Look at that. Okay, so look at that. S, Y. S for scale, Y. That's kind of cool, eh? Okay, so for example, some of you wanted to indent this and have an inlay and so on, right? Okay, so I'm just going to do one face at a time for you. Go into here, face like this. And I'm not worried about the top one. I'm going to take this one as well. Okay, and I'm just going to indent, extrude it inwards. Okay, how's that? Okay, so be careful here now. 1, 2, 3. Extrude along normals. Let's see if I could do this. I don't know how that works. Okay, maybe that's not the way to do it. Let's see. There's got to be a way to do this where, I'm going to leave it as is for a second. Let's see. What if I just grab this and push it inwards? Yeah, I could do that. Push it inwards. See, there's got an inlay in here. And I'm going to come in here. I'm going to do the same thing. And normally when you're doing this, guys, down here, look. Watch what pops up over here. There's a number there, right? So you see that's 0.3, right? 0.3. What if I go 0.7, for example? See, that's out. So watch these numbers and you'll know what you're doing in a way, right? So watch again here, okay? So let's go in here for a second and I'm just doing that, right? Let's read it. What is it? Negative 0.1. Okay, cool. So I'll come on this side and I'm sure there's a way to do both at the same time. So I'm going to come in here, let go. Negative, only 0.1. So negative, where's my negative 0.1 on the keyboard? There. See, now they're both the same. Okay, kind of nice. Okay, now you get out of this, and then what you could do is come down here and get rid of that face. Watch this, delete face. See ya. There's a few faces we don't need right now. Bye-bye. Watch this. This is going to be a few bye-byes here, coming up here. See ya. Okay, and I'll get rid of this one as well because I don't need it, right? You're not going to see this face, right? So if I just hold shift, for example, boom, boom, and then press delete, and then say bye-bye to the faces, see? Look how nice that looks now, okay? This is looking sweet, correct? So another thing, so you can decide how your sword is going to be and everything, okay? I'm just kind of made this block out just for fun, okay? If I press /, my whole sword comes back. This is kind of bizarro looking dagger, perhaps. It's a dagger, who knows? Okay, so looking on the side, and you're seeing this super thick now, right? So I'll just tab out, come back. Do you see the red here? That's X. That's X, right? So just bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Okay, now it's looking a little better, okay? I'm going to put my edges on so you guys can see what's going on here. There we go. Boom, okay. Okay, so if this was so if you want this to be like a glowing color in here, right? For example, right? You could do that because it's an inlay, right? Kind of nice. And what I was getting at, looking at people's swords yesterday, what we want to do is, guys, you want to add a certain definition, right? Right now, even this is way too thick for a blade in reality. Okay, and of course this is not reality. So what I could do now and say to myself, okay, this is going to be all one point, one point, okay? So watch what you could do. There's a merge tool that welds these points together. So it's kind of dangerous to do that, okay? So let's kind of see what else we can do here. See here, there's an extra vertex here. Watch, tab 1. It's in vertex mode, right? These two can become one. So if I right click like this here, watch what comes up, okay? Down here, merge to center. See, it becomes 1 point. Look, if I take these two now, right click, M to center. Isn't that cool? So if I take these two now, I could bring these down like that. You'll see where I'm going in a second, okay? Hang in there, hang in there. So we'll go to 3 now. And I'm going to go into wireframe. Watch this. Wireframe is over here, right? So you can press Z and go into wireframe like this. So now I could take these guys, hold shift, and these guys, and then slide them down like that. Oh yeah. So there's many ways you can make a pointy edge, okay? So this is another method I'm just showing you guys, okay? Then I can take these guys here, and let me see, can I do, does this work? SY again? I'm so like, oh yeah, look. How nice that becomes. Oh yeah, this line becomes continuous. I can take these ones down here and press S again, Y, constrain it, and then bring it in. Okay, so we'll go into non-wireframe mode here, shaded. Look. Okay, so you see you've got some options for a pointy edge. So when you are done, guys, what you want to do is have another edge in here, is what I'm saying. Once you're done your work, remember yesterday? Like I was showing you guys the handle here. Okay, so now if you want, you can come, okay. So here, let me just, before I jump to handle, okay, any questions on this part? Somebody chime in, please. And don't talk about being late, please. All right. Any questions about what I just showed you guys? Somebody read out whatever they're saying there. Watch. I can take these two right now and go shift, shift, come down here, make a new material plus, right, material assigned. So let's say this is, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to say blue. Okay, blue. Let's see if this works. Let's start with that. Make this an inlay, right? Like, or like, let's go with something like this. So it's kind of magical. And I'll hit assign. That going to work? I don't think this is going to work. Hang on. I think I just need, oh yeah, it did work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, the base material is this. I just made a new one in there. So you see now your blade has something like that, right? What if I go in here now, this is where Andrew's gonna love it, I think. You see where it says here, principle? If I change this to emission, watch this. Let's make a new material here, plus, new, and I'm gonna call this glow for now, okay? Glow. Andrew, yes, my man. I was reading your mind, buddy. My spider senses were connecting with you, okay? So check this out. Base color, right? I'm going to make a glow. This is going to be a glow ball, whatever. I don't know. Like right now, that doesn't work like that, right? Watch this. You come over here. You go to emission. What? What color? Oh, you want it like this? Do you want it to glow? Sure. What's the strength? Let's go with 10 right now. And we're not going to see anything until we come over here. Why am I not seeing anything? Let's see. Hang on a second. Let's go in here for a sec. Ambient and
Mr.
blue.
Balian?
Yeah. Talk to me.
I think because it's on a different material.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't assigned it yet. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Yeah, we got to assign it for the love of humanity, right? Okay, let's go. Tab. Let's get in there, buddy. Go in there. Watch. Yeah, I haven't assigned it yet, right? So now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go tab 3 for faces. Okay, boom, here, shift, left click. Boom, shift, left click. Sweet. And now I'm going to assign to Glowman here. Assign. Oh, yeah. See how nice that is? But you also have to have our friend Bloomy on, Mr. Bloom. Okay? Without it, you got no gloom, no bloom. Okay, right there, look. right here. The camera, bloom, good to go. Okay. Oh yeah, another one just arrived. Okay, it's okay. So if I press F12 now, and I got nothing here. Why? Do I have a... Okay, and this worked, right? You guys saw it work, right? And I lost all my colors now, somehow. What just happened? I don't know. Let's try this again. Shift, Shift, and I press assign. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right, so this is a way to kind of make it more interesting. And again, I got sidetracked. I'm in lots of pain today. So watch this now. Let's say you're done with this, right? This is what I want you guys to do with your blades. Just add an extra detail of finish. Look. So slide it to the edges and add extra detail. Look, extra detail here on this side. You'll see it on both sides. See? On that side, and come over here. A little resolution. Slide it over so that when you render it, your blade reads out. The more edges you have, there's kind of dimensionality with lighting and reflections and bend. So in a way, this is kind of helpful for you, right? As opposed to beveling. Okay? Yeah, this is being recorded. This is being recorded. Yeah, I just added a glow, and I want people, for example, let me just try it over here for a second. Okay, look. So you see how this handle looks? It's kind of boring on its own, right? Shift D, watch this. Why? Come over here, right? And now, can someone read out when someone chats over there, please? Because I don't want people's names to be recorded. Okay, so look. Nobody? Really? Okay, so
I can read it out if you want.
Thank you. That would be awesome. Okay, so now watch. I'm going to grab this edge here, spin around by holding middle scroll, shift left click here. Now, can I press SX? Let's see, SX. Yeah, see how nice that is? So now this is looking better than that one because there's more dimensionality, right? However, as you know, you and I know that anything we touch has a slight bevel, or else we'd be cutting ourselves all day, including knives, okay, if you look at it close enough. So what you could do here is you can select these edges, folks. Left, watch this, shift left click, shift left click. So there's the bevel modifier here, okay? So wait for it to come up and watch. See how nice this is going to look now? So it's going to look a little better, but there's a couple things we need to do beforehand. Let me just tab out for a second, okay? I've said this to you guys way back earlier in the year. Watch this. If you press N, do you see here, guys? N brings this up, right? T takes the tools out. T brings it back. N on the right side. You guys see how the scale's not 1? Somewhere over here, apply Control A, Alt Transform. Watch here. I've shown this to you guys before, so please watch this. So when I apply the scale, right now the scale is 0.2, 0.6, and then 2 point whatever, 7, right? So if I go to apply here, and just all transforms, it becomes 1, right? Okay, sweet. So the next thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to come in here and apply my bevel, right? And this time it's the response is going to be different. It's the effect. Look how clean that is. Look at that. See that, guys? I didn't want to show you that earlier. Oh, I missed one edge. Hold on. Let's do that encore une fois. Hold on. 1, shift, boom, left click. Shift left click, shift left click. So we got all 4 edges going here, and then we just come in here nicely. Look how nice that looks now. Okay, so if you are going to render this shaded and put color on, the light's going to bounce off this a lot better than Buddy over here. Buddy, see? Okay. So guys, this is the finishing touches. I just wanted to remind you of adding edges just to make things look a lot better. So look at the difference between here and here. See that? Okay. And if you guys want to do a simple hand strap like yesterday, you can come in here, as opposed to yesterday where I just duplicated this. You can come in here now and just press tab and get out of this mode and just bring the insert loop cut here and just go in here, cut, something like that. And you know what I mean? Just for now, keep it simple, guys. Okay. Don't do a million cuts and try to kind of go, what do I do now? Okay. So let's say I just did 4 here, right? Okay. And I always, before I do anything, I personally, I'm one of those, I like to back up and have I like to kind of back up my stages. And that's not just shift Control Shift S, right? Or Command Shift S. I also like to duplicate things, right? So that I have a previous version. So I started here, I went there, now I'm here. So if I make a mistake and I undo, something might not go all the way back. Obviously we can change our undos, but here, watch this. So now I made a duplicate of it, so I'm seeing my process, my evolution. So I'll go in here, cut, stop, get out. So if I go to face now and I want to bring in, so remember, if you want the loop, you got to come into the vertical intersection here. Vertical, there's vertical, on each side there's a face. If I hold Alt left click here, boom, there it is. So now I can extrude, remember, the extrude, again, this is all review for you guys, review right here, boom. And you shoot outwards, there's one. Okay, so just take your time. Don't come in here. I know a lot of people want to do. They want to come here and extrude all of them in one shot, but you're not giving yourself the creativity by doing that. You're just kind of speeding up. Take your time, look at this and say, can I do anything interesting to this? Okay, so maybe I can insert a cut in here and something like that. Okay, and get out. And now watch. It's selected, right? Press S. See how that goes like that? If I press GG, it slides anywhere I want. There, done. Look how nice that is, right? So now I'm going to get out of that. Go to face again. Click here if you want, or you don't have to click. You just go in between the two, Alt left click. Now you extrude along normals right here. Boom. And come out. Okay, like that. Each one you do a different amount if you want. Watch. Alt left click here. And somebody just, another person saying, late, I'm here. Yeah, great. Okay, good. Welcome. There it is. Look, see? See, this one comes out a bit more, see? And then I'll come over here now, boom, and I'll extrude this one more than, come on, Bally, let's get this going here. Like that, see? You can now, and then you can come in here and change the direction, insert loop. You could do a lot of things, guys, to make it interesting. You could add another one over here if you wanted, another one in the middle. I don't know. S. Where's my S? Boom. See, like that. Press GG to slide. Wee-hoo. Like that, okay? And then you can come over here, go into front view, and say to yourself, Mr. Bellion, I think I'm going to tweak this using the X-ray mode. You're like Superman here. So now you can take these guys, slide them down, make it interesting, and so on, right? So you can bring this guy down. You can bring this one up a bit if you want. So nothing is stopping you guys, okay? Just it's called a lot of experimentation at the end, okay? What works? Obviously, you should have it drawn first, okay? I can have this like that, and so on. See, like you guys can do a bunch of cool stuff here. You can take all of this, drag it down, drag this down a bit, see? Okay, and then whatever, like, and then that, you know, you can add another loop in here if you want, and so on. Okay, guys? Is this okay? This was a long demo for you, but it's kind of like a review of the things we learned in the course. So if you press Z here, you can go to solid mode, or you go solid mode up here. Okay. I'm gonna try to. I've never used Camtasia on this device, so I'm gonna say let's pause for a sec. I'll see what your questions are. We'll be right back. Let me just resume here. For example, like let's say I'm working on this part here, right? Like you see how it's boring right now. If I go Shift D now, press Y, and just go over here. Okay, so there's the next version, right? So I can come in here and like I did before, right? I can come in, tab, insert a loop over here, maybe something like that, and then I get out, right? And then now you can go maybe SX. Let me try if this works. I don't understand this system, see? Already this is looking a lot better than that one, right? So if I add another loop the other way, from here, boom, come out, and then SY. So now you're going outwards, whatever, right? Okay. So already there's a bit of a difference, perhaps. So I can select now the edge. Watch this. I can come in here, edge, and then I'll grab this edge here. And now let me press Scale Z. Does that work? That doesn't make sense here. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Control Z. Let's just do one at a time here. I'm still not familiar with this app to the level I'd like it to. I think there's an Alt, and what it does, it just does everything but. So you see already, see how this is getting better, right? Yep. So I can go into this mode now. Watch. I can go into X-ray mode, right? Press 1 for vertex. Watch this. I can now select these dudes here. Let me press 3 here for a second. 1 here, and out here, right? Now, what if I can kind of bring them down? Like, I don't know how this is going to work. So let's go to scale. What if I go... yeah, see? Like you could taper it down. See that?
Ooh.
Do you see what I mean? So it seems to me I'm missing something in the middle here, right? So now I can come in here and go, okay, so I'm going to insert an edge loop. Come over here. Oops, Control Z. I'll just do one here, and I'll do one on each side, okay? Now, I've shown this to you guys before. You see how it's crooked? It's perfectly fine. Watch this. I can straighten it out by pressing Scale on the Y. This works in Maya and 3ds Max. It should work here. SY. Watch this. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You can come in here until you straighten it out. Watch this. S for scale, right? Like now I don't know what I'm doing, right? Control Z. I go SY. And it constrains it. And look how nice that becomes straight, right? Okay, see? So now if I take these ones in elevation mode, demoed yesterday, circle in the hole. What? I don't know what that was. Okay, somebody read out that question, please.
I know you demoed it yesterday, but the circle with the hole was like causing me a lot of trouble, and I was wondering if you could like demo it again.
Okay, circle in the hole. Oh, fill in faces. Got it. Okay, cool. So watch, I'm tapering this in, right? See that, guys? I'm tapering it in. But because now I have this, these guys here, watch this now. Here and here, I can now make this work a little better, see? I can go in here, do stuff like this. I can come over here, hold shift. I can bring it out, right? I can make this now become like that. Look, a sharp end. See all the cool things that are going on here? Guys, so you got to think multi-dimensions, okay? Meaning like what's happening in one view, what's happening in another view. Yeah, I'll do that right now, okay? So let me press Z, solid, it is, get out of this mode here. Okay, so this becomes a better handle than before, right? And you see the difference between here and here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you get what I mean. Okay, so yeah, let's get the donut in here. Shift A, which is a torus, right there, right? Mr. Torus. And I'm going to reduce this to 24, just for fun, okay? And I'm going to say radius 100, no, 2 meters. Okay, something like that, whatever. Okay, so there's my piece right here. So if I get out of this now, click out, that's gone. I select this piece, for example, and let's say it's whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll just demo it, okay? So top view, 7. Okay, this is the top view, right? If I go to an X-ray mode now, press tab to edit, to get into edit mode, I'm going to delete half of these faces. Bye-bye. Delete. And then say faces. Okay, spin around. Okay, come in here. Watch this. Now I'm going to be non-X-ray mode. Okay. Right here, I'm going to select this loop here, and go to edge, and press right click with Alt, boom, okay? F, faces, fill, whatever you think you'll remember, right? See that? It filled it, right? And you can right click and get that same, whatever the hotkey is, F, right? So now what I did yesterday is I said, this is it's kind of a weak surface compared to all the sides here. So what I like to do is I like to inset here, right? And I'm going to push in, not out, push in, like that, let go, and I'll do it again, kind of like that. So that to me is it's a stronger piece, right? See that? So let's do it over here. Let's get out of that one more time over here. Okay, we're going to press Alt on the edges, swoop, right there. Spin around, make sure you see things in perspective. Press F to fill it, right? Nice, faces. And then cap hole is in Maya, fill, whatever, in 3ds Max, who knows. So, like, yeah. Here, let me try right-clicking here for a second. Yeah, it's right here. Look, Alt-F, see? That's the hotkey, Alt-F, right? Okay, boom. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the one I want. I didn't want Alt-F, sorry. There are 2 versions here. There's fill, new faces from edges. Yeah, no, this is better. Sorry, F. There, that's better. Whew. Okay. This is better. And then now if I go to inset, which is this one here, and I'm going to crank downwards, 1, and I'll do it again. So again, this is kind of cool, right? See? Then just a flat face, okay? Come out. There you go. Does that help? What do you guys think? Yes? No? Maybe? Allô? Allô? Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un là? Watch this. What? I could do something like this. Watch. Ooh. Come on, Valiant. What do you guys think? Did that help? Look what I just did. I made a ring. I can make an earring like this, can't I? Okay, I'm going to stop recording. No one's talking. Okay. What's this? Uh-oh. Where do I go? Tell me I'm recording still, please. Okay. Okay, I'll say stop.